Hello guys, hello once again. Welcome to at Billy the African Goat channel, YouTube channel at Wanyika Farm. So here at Wanyika Farm we normally deal with poultry, the matters about rearing kienyeji poultry. We are located in Vihiga County in Kenya, Eastern Africa. And I take this opportunity to thank everyone, those of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you for those who are returning to watch our videos regularly, and thank you for those who likes and share our videos. We started this channel around 1 week ago, and so far, as I can see, we are really trying and we are improving every single day. So thank you my subscribers from, let me start from my home country, Kenya. Thank you for those from Kenya who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, and those who keep on coming to watch our videos, and those who keep on sharing our videos. I want to take this over to thank you all my Kenyans people. Thank you for your support, thank you for your great support. And then I cannot forget my home county, Vihiga. Thank you for those from Vihiga County, and thank you those from Kakamega County. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for believing in me, and thank you for your support. So today I'm also want to take this opportunity to thank my followers from Indonesia. I can see we have a lot of following and interaction from Indonesia. Thank you my subscriber from Indonesia. Thank you, I love you guys. Thank you for your support, thank you for watching my videos. And then my other country that I've seen a lot of positive response, your reaction, let me thank you. Those people from Uzbekistan, thank you for your support, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for those who are sharing. Another opportunity, let me thank my another African country. Thank you the Algerians from Algeria. Thank you for your support. I can see your subscription, all the reaction that I've received from you. I really appreciate. Thank you for your support. And for those who have not yet subscribed on our YouTube channel, I welcome you. Kindly subscribe on our YouTube channel. Support me. Let's move this journey together. Together we can overcome poverty. Poverty is not a disease. Poverty is a mentality. So on our today's video we are going to discuss about chicken farming, and many people have received your on my Facebook page. My Facebook, we are at Billy the Goat. Thank you for your questions. I've received many questions about people asking about how they can start poultry farming. And let me tell you, poultry farming, when you want to start dealing with the poultry, make sure you've made your mind. It is not a walk in the park, but making your mind is the first decision that you are supposed to do before trying to engage in all this farming. Let me summarize this in short. Poultry farming, it's a long process, and when you are in poultry farming, the more you are in poultry farming, the more you learn, and the more you get to know the behavior of your birds, and the more you get to learn a lot about poultry farming. So today I'm going to give hope and to teach you about how you can start poultry farming on a budget. What do we talk about when I say poultry farming on a budget? So for anybody who really want to start poultry farming, let me tell you something. These are the four main points that you must try so that you can start poultry farming. And if you want to start small, I normally advise most of our people to start small. When you start small, you get a lot of time to learn and to manage the risk. You know, poultry farming is about risking. It's a risky venture that if you are coming into poultry farming, don't come with an idea of you just want to start and make some profit, or you just want to start and advance rapidly. No, it's a matter of learning and getting to know more about farming. So here are the first step if you want to start poultry farming on a budget, the first thing, you start small. That's the first step. Start small. If you want to do poultry farming, start small. So what do I mean with the term start small? Start small means start with an manageable number of birds. You can start with between 5 to 20 birds. Start between 5 to 20 birds. The 5 to 20 birds, you can start with them, and you'll monitor as you try to learn more about poultry farming. If you start with a small number of birds, you tend to learn a lot. So I want to advise anyone who want to start poultry farming, start small and try and start with a small number of birds between 5 to 20, but maximum I can tell you, if you want to start on a serious note, start between 5 to 15 birds. After you have that number of birds, that's the startup key that you try to start with and to learn more about birds. Another point that I can tell you, if you want to start farming on a budget, is use your local available birds. Point number 2, I think you are and I want you to understand me well. If you want to start poultry farming on a budget and you want to try and maximize your expenditure and try to spend less, point number 2 is use locally available birds. What do I mean with the local available birds? In Africa or in Kenya, we normally use the term kienyeji. Kienyeji normally means the indigenous, those birds that we found, they have not gone into breeding or anything. They are the indigenous bird. So I want to advise, if you are from Kenya or from Africa, start with the indigenous or the kienyeji birds. Use the local available birds. Why do I say or advise you to use the locally available birds? Is because the locally available birds, they are prone to some diseases, and they are easy to control and easy to feed. When you use like in Africa, like in Kenya, we use the kienyeji birds. In Africa, like this one, the birds that I have here, these are the pure kienyeji birds that we have here, and they are easy to take care of them because they are normally prone to a lot of diseases, and thus makes you easy to manage them in terms of diseases and any other thing. So in Africa, the kienyeji birds, normally, let me shock you, in Kenya, the kienyeji or the indigenous birds, they are very expensive in hotels. You can't go and be able to afford the local available birds like the kienyeji. So if you want to start the poultry farming, start with the locally available birds. I cannot that maybe some people have tried and managed them, but I cannot recommend you, if you are a starting farmer, to use the improved kienyeji birds. They are good, yes, but they have some other challenges that you must be able to learn, and their diseases, they are almost the same with their indigenous or the kienyeji birds, but the improved kienyeji, they have some complications that you must be able to be to monitor their behavior and to be able to have a close examination on those birds. So I'll advise you to use the kienyeji birds, the local available birds like the kienyeji. You can release them to go outside and feed on the vegetation. They do their pecking, and later in the day you bring them back to your poultry house. So they are easy to manage and easily available. Like, you can go to different homesteads and you can collect different birds. The locally available, they are normally easy and very cheap when you buy locally from your village or your residential area. So I'll advise you to go for the locally available birds. So another step that I want to advise you, if you want to start poultry farming on a budget, the next step, let me talk about the feeds quality. or the feeds, I can say the feeds variety. When you start with the kienyeji or the indigenous birds, it's easy to feed them. Like in our farm, we normally use the termites or I don't know how I can tell, but we normally use such to feed, and then we use the grains, the maize. We use the maize to feed them. We use the rice, to the locally available rice, you can use them. Then we use the omena. In Africa we have this there is a waste product from fish. When you are a fish farmer, there are the waste product, and maybe omena, there is an English word that I've really forgotten about it, but we normally use them to feed. Let me show you how it looks like. So on our farm, we've tried and we are using this. We've mixed the silver. Is it the silver what? Kindly remind me the name of omena for my Kenyan people. Kindly remind me the name of omena. Is it the silver sapines or this what? So we are mixing our feeds like this. So we have here the maize grams, and we've mixed them with omena, and that's a very balanced diet that we are feeding our kienyeji poultry. So let me get it, return it back to the food. So when you want to start poultry farming, make sure you have enough feed. And what do I mean with enough feed? Try and source from the locally available feeds like the maize. You can take the maize and go and grind in a portion mill. You can, and then you mix with the rice, the wastage from the rice after milling rice. You can use those and mix your feed together. Mostly I'll advise you to use the maize grams. Try to buy some maize, go and grind them, mix them with the maize grams, and you are good to go. Another feed that I normally recommend, like if you want to buy the feeds from the available agrovets, normally go for the cheapest but quality. What do I mean with the cheapest or quality? Like in our farm at Wanyika Poultry Farm, we normally make our own feeds. We make our own feeds, and from the agrovet we just buy some supplements and other few feeds, but all our process, we normally make our own available feeds. We buy the maize grams, we buy the omena, and we mix them together. We buy the rice grams, then we come and mix together with the supplements, and that one normally maximize on your cost. Don't be feeding. You can use a lot of money on feeds and end up making a lot of losses. And when we are venturing into poultry farming, the main aim in any business, the main aim at the end of the day or the end of the year, we are supposed to make profits. And I want to advise any farmer, like in our farm, we keep all our records clear. Anything that we do on our farm, we record it down, so that we, in every step or anything that we do, we go and refer from our records. That one helps you to monitor your birds, and at the end of the year you can try and make your profit and the loss account to see the expenditure, the profit that you've made, the losses that you've gone, what you've spent this year. And I guess that's a great idea. Make sure when you are venturing into poultry, you have your records. You keep your chicken or your poultry farm records very good. They will help you in at the end of the year to try and see if are you making some profits or you are in losses. So I normally advise most of our people who come to our farm to learn about poultry farming, make sure you keep your poultry records. Make sure you have the records, the expenditure, how you buy your feeds, the expenditure, like if you've sold your birds to a client, make sure the transport cost, the everything, you record them down. So that's another point. So, and our last point, it will be, if you want to start poultry farming on a budget, the last point is about the vaccines and the treatment. So I normally advise many people from Africa. Let me this one I'm directing to my Africans audience. Like in Kenya, in Africa, we have a lot of herbs, natural herbs that we normally use in treating our poultry. Like during the those periods when vaccines and this English medicine, when they are not yet when they weren't, English is very hard, but I'm trying. When the what the Western drugs or the vaccine were not yet discovered in Africa, we were used to our local or kienyeji medicine, or maybe let me term them as herbs. In Africa, most of our land, we are blessed with our natural herbs that we normally use in treatment of various diseases in human beings, in poultry. So let me advise my African audience. So when you want to venture into poultry farming, make sure you are well educated, or you understand a lot in vaccines. You can go and buy vaccine from the agrovet, or you can use the easily available herbs from your farm. In Africa, you know, our farms, they are very fertile. You can get herbs from different places. They normally grow by themselves like weeds. So in our farm, we normally mix the English, the West, like, let me say the West, and the local available herbs, and they are normally, I can I can percent them at 90% reactive. So if you want to venture into business, into poultry farm, make sure you learn a lot about the vaccine, the period you are supposed to vaccinate your birds, the period you are supposed to feed this kind of feeds, the period that you are supposed to change the kind of feed that you are going to feed your bird. So I advise you, if you want to start poultry farming, follow our page, like, share, and subscribe our channel at Billy the African Goat, at Wanyika Poultry Farm. Let's learn together. Let's maximize our small spaces that we have. Let's kick out poverty. Poverty is a mentality. Poverty is not a disease. And anything you try out, I normally tell my those people who come to our farm to try and learn about poultry farming, better to start and fail than never to start and complain. So thank you for those who have watched this video. Thank you for our subscribers. Thank you. Let's meet on another video, same time, same place, at Billy the Goat, Billy the African Goat, at Wanyika Farm. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel. Welcome.